Hello my dear students, today we are going to start your new physics chapter. Name of chapter is light. Okay, so and you all are aware of this thing light because we have studied about the basic of this thing in class 6. Okay, so this is nothing but the one step above of that basic thing. Okay, so you have seen the beam of sunlight when it enter in a room through a narrow opening in a or a hole, right? You may also have seen beams of light from the headlamp of scooter, car and engines etc. of train. Similarly, a beam of light can be seen from torch also. Some of you may also have seen the beam of such light from the lighthouse from the airport tower. Okay, so what is this light? Basically, the light which you are able to see is a part of portion of the sunlight which is coming from sun to the earth, and only a small part of that light is visible to us. We are able to see only small portion of entire spectrum of light which is coming from the sun to us. Okay, few other animals can see other spectrums of light also, but as human we can see only small portion of that light, and that small portion is your visible light. Okay. Now, do you experience such things? Then suggest and we can discuss about this in our online class also. So, let us do the first thing. First thing is light always travel along a straight line. We know this from class 6. We know this. Light only travel in a straight line, and this property of light is your rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, which suggests that light can travel only in a straight line. For that we can do this activity also. We have done this activity in class 6 also, in which this boy is seeing this candle. Okay, firstly with the help of this straight pipe he is able to see it clearly, but when he bend this pipe he is not able to see this candle clearly because light can travel in a straight path only, and when he is bending this pipe then he is not providing the straight rectilinear path which is essential for light to travel. Okay, this will block the light and he is not able to see anything other than black shadow. Okay, now same thing, this activity show that light travel in a straight line. This is the first property of light. Okay, how can we change the path of a light? Okay, can we change the path of the light by blocking the light? Let us see. Do you know what happens when light falls on a polished, on a shiny surface? It gets reflected. Okay, so this is the process of reflection. When light rays falls on a shiny surface, the light rays got reflecting. What is reflection? Bouncing back of light. Okay, one way to change the direction of light is to let it fall on a shiny surface. For example, shiny stainless steel plate or a shiny steel spoon can change the direction of that light easily. The surface of water can also act as a mirror, okay, and change the path of light. Have you ever seen the reflection of trees or a building in a water? Any polished or shiny surface can act as mirror. What mirror do? The light rays reflect, the light rays fall on the mirror and it reflect all these light rays. Okay, what happens when light rays falls on the mirror? You have learned in class 6 that mirror changes the direction of light that is falling on it. Mirror changes the direction. This change of direction by the mirror is known as reflection of light. Change in direction of the light when light rays falls on the mirror is known as reflection of light. Can you recall the activity in which you got the light of a torch reflected from mirror? Let us do this activity. Okay. Activity 15.1. Take a torch, cover its glass with a paper. Wait. With a chart paper which has 3 slits as shown in the figure 15.5. Let us see the figure 15.5. Okay, 3 slits are there, holes are there in this paper. Okay, and then we allow light to pass through it. What will happen? Spread the sheet of chart paper. Okay, on a position of that part. On a smooth wooden board, fix the plain mirror strip vertically on the chart paper. Then what you have to do? Now direct the beam of light on a paper from the torch of the slip. Okay, you have to allow light to pass through the three slips. Okay, the slips which are given in this form. Okay, you have to pass through the light through these three slips. Okay, now what will happen? Now adjust the position so that light from the torch strike on the plane mirror at any angle. You will see these angles. When this light rays falls on the mirror, it will get that bounced back. This bouncing back of light is nothing but the reflection. You will get one angle, and this will be your reflected angle of reflection. Okay, and the process is reflection. Look into mirror along the direction of reflected light. Do you see the slits in the mirror? This is image of the slits. You can see the image of the slits on the mirror. Activity shows that how light reflected from a plane mirror. Let us play around with the images formed on mirror and know little more about them. Okay. So now as we come to this point of images, so we can divide image into two categories. First one is real image, second one is virtual image. Okay, we will discuss about what these kind of images are. Just for the idea, virtual image is the image which cannot be obtained on a screen. Real image is the image which can be obtained on a screen. We will discuss how it happened and what is it all about in this chapter. Okay. Now again, activity 15.2. You need help of your teacher or your parent for this activity. Place one lighted candle in front of a plane mirror. Try to see the flame of the candle in the mirror. It appears as if similar candle is placed behind the mirror. Okay. The candle which appears behind the mirror is the image of the actual candle formed. Okay. And the actual candle itself is an object. So this will be the object, and the thing which is forming behind the mirror is your image. Okay. Now move the candle to the different position in the front of the mirror. Observe the image is changing accordingly with the changing of this candle. Okay. Image of the candle will change according to the change in the object itself. Was the image upright in each case? Did the flame appear on top of the candle always? Such kind of image is erect image, which is always upright in position, which is exactly same as the object. Okay. Suppose if this is the object and this is the image, this is not erect. If this is the object and this is the image, we can say that the image is erect, upright. Okay. Now, an image formed by plane mirror is always erect. The mirror which you are using at your home, the normal plane mirror, it always gives erect image. Okay. And second thing is it always gives the image of same size as of object. Keep this thing in your mind. Okay. Now place a vertical screen behind the mirror. Try to obtain image of the candle on that screen. Can you do that? No, it's not possible. Can you get the image of the screen? No. Now place the screen in front of the mirror. Can you get the image image on screen now? No. You can never get the image of that object on the screen when the image is forming on a plane mirror, because this is the virtual image. Okay. You will find that you can never have this image on a screen. So the image which can never form on the screen is known as virtual image. Okay. But the thing which you are seeing in this slide, in this video, you are able to see that and this is the screen. So we can say that this is real image because this image is obtaining on the screen. Okay. So this is the live demonstration. Now let us do another activity. For that you have to take one chessboard. If the chessboard is not available, you can draw the similar kind of thing in a chart paper. Okay. Now draw thick line in the middle of the paper. Fix plane mirror vertically to this line. Vertically you have to place one mirror. Fix plane mirror vertically. Place any small object such as pencil, sharpener at the boundary of the third square counting from the mirror. Figure 17.2. Okay. You have to place object on the third box. Okay, by counting it from here, you have to place this object on the third box. Then what we have to do? Note the position of the image. Now shift the object to the boundary of the fourth square. Again note the position of the image. Now you have to shift from here to there, and now again you have to see what is happening with the image. Did you find any relationship between distance of the object from the mirror and that of the object in front of it? You will see image at the same distance behind the mirror. You will see as you are moving the object, the image will be moving with the same that speed, with the same distance also. Okay, this is the property. Now verify this by placing object anywhere on the chart paper. Always same thing will be happening. Okay, so this is the property of the plane mirror. It will give image of same size, upright image, and the distance between the object and the mirror is same as the distance between the mirror and the your image itself. Okay, now right or left in this we are going to discuss about second property of your mirror, or like we can say that is lateral inversion. Okay, when you see your image on a plane mirror, is it exactly like you? Have you ever noticed that there is one interesting difference between you and your image? Your left side in your image is always your right side, and right side of you will always give left side. Have you observed this thing? For that, let us perform another activity. 15.4. Stand in front of a plane mirror and look at your image. Raise your left hand. Which hand does the image raise? Right hand. If you raise your left hand, the image will raise its right hand. This is nothing but lateral inversion of your image of object. Now touch your right ear. Which ear does your hand touch in your image? It will touch your hair. If you are touching your right, then image will touch its left hand. Observe carefully. You will find that mirror and right appear left, okay, and the left side appear right. Note that only side are interchanged. The image does not appear upside down. Only side is changing. Only right side appear as left side, and left side will appear as right side. It is not changing from upright position. Okay, it is upright only. It will not get inverted, but it is changing laterally. Such change is known as lateral inversion. Okay. Now write down your name on a piece of paper, hold in front of a plane mirror. Now you will observe that your name will be laterally inverted in that also. So one interesting fact is there. Bujo saw an ambulance on the road. He was surprised to see that word ambulance in front of written in a strange manner. Okay, then can you now understand why the word ambulance is written in the figure 15.9 when the driver of a vehicle ahead of the ambulance look in his rear view? When the driver will view the word ambulance through his rear mirror, he is able to see the laterally inverted form of the ambulance, and he will see the correct version of this ambulance. Now it is laterally inverted, so that it again got laterally inverted in the rear view of the vehicle, so that you will get the correct term. Okay, because ambulance always carry the emergency patient and the person cannot wait for that. That's why this thing is happening. Okay, they use this lateral inversion in this manner. You might also have observed that the side mirror of the scooter or a car, the image of whole object appears smaller than the object itself. Have you ever wondered why it is happening, why it is so? So let us do that part also. Playing with spherical mirror. Till now we have discussed plane mirror only. Now let us come to the second part of the mirror. These are nothing but the spherical mirror. For that you have to imagine one big mirror. Big spherical mirror. Okay. Now Pahili and Bujo were waiting for their dinner. Bujo lifted a stainless steel plate and saw his image on it. Oh, this plate acts as a plane mirror. My image is erect and is if of same size. Bujo thought that it is forming the image as the image formed by plane mirror. Pahili saw her image using back side of the steel spoon. Bujo, look here. I can also see my erect image, though it is smaller in size. The spoon also acts as mirror of some kind, said the page. You can also use a spoon or any curved shiny surface to see your image. Let us do an activity for that. Take one stainless steel spoon, bring outer side of the spoon near your face and look into it. Okay? You have to see, firstly you have to see your image on the outer side of this spoon. Do you see your image in it? Is it the image different from what you see in a plain mirror? Yes, of course it is different because now you are using curved mirror. Plain mirror and curved mirror form different kind of images, okay? Is the size of the image is smaller, larger or same size? Now look at the image using inner side of the spoon. This time we may find images erect and larger. Outer side will give smaller image, but inner side will give larger image, okay? And erect also. If you increase the distance of the spoon from your space, you will see the image is inverted. If you increase the distance, you will see your image get inverted also, okay? You can also compare image of your pencil or pencil instead of your pen or pencil instead of your face. Curved shiny surface of the spoon act as mirror. The most common example of curved mirror is spherical mirror. Two types of spherical mirrors are there. First one is concave, second one is convex. When inner surface is reflecting and outer surface is polished, such kind of mirror is concave mirror. On the other hand, if the outer side of the mirror is reflecting and inner side is painted, it is known as convex mirror. You should be clear with these terms. Concave mirror, convex mirror. Concave mirror, inner side is reflecting. In case of mirror only. Now, in the further chapter, in the further part, we will be discussing lens also. So don't get confused. These are the mirror. Okay. In mirror case, concave mirror is having inner reflecting side and convex mirror is having outer reflecting side, okay? That's why the images so formed by concave and convex mirror are different, okay? Now, why they are known as spherical mirror? For that, you have to take a rubber ball and cut the portion of it with a knife or a hacksaw blade, okay? Be careful, you have to take help of elder person. The inner surface of the cut ball is known as concave and the outer surface is known as convex. So this will be the concave and outer surface will be convex, okay? We got this concave and convex mirror from one large spherical mirror. That's why we call them as spherical mirrors, okay? The inner surface of spoon act like concave mirror, okay? And the outer that surface will act like convex mirror. We know that image of an object formed by plain mirror cannot be obtained on a screen. We know that, okay? That's why we know that such images virtual image. But when we get the image on the screen, we call it as a real image. I have given you example also. The image which you are seeing right now is a real image because this image is obtained on a big screen, okay? Now, let us investigate if it is true for image formed on concave mirror also, okay? Now, for that you have to take one concave mirror, hold it facing the sun, try to get the light reflected by the mirror on the sheet of the paper, okay? You have to place the mirror like that, then you have to adjust it so that the light rays which are reflecting on your mirror will be focusing on a piece of a paper which you have placed according to you. Adjust the distance of the paper until you get the sharp bright spot on it, okay? You have to adjust according to this situation. Hold the mirror and at the sheet of the paper steady for few minutes. Does the paper start burning? You will see the paper will start burning after some time. So you have to be very careful with this experiment, okay? Now, this bright spot in fact is the image of the sun. The bright spot which you are focusing on a piece of paper is nothing but image of the sun, okay? Notice that this image is formed on the screen. Image formed on the screen is called called real image. So we can say that concave mirror forms real image because we are getting this image on a piece of a paper. So we can say that concave mirror gives real image. Recollect that activity 15.2, the image formed by plane mirror could not be obtained on a screen. Such kind of image is virtual image. Okay. Now let us try to obtain obtain on a screen the image of a candle flame formed by concave mirror. You have to fix concave mirror on a stand. Any stand you can use and place it on a table. Paste a piece of white paper on a cardboard sheet like this. You have to make the setup like this. You have to take one concave mirror. You have to adjust in a holder. Then you have to take one candle and one screen behind it. Okay. Now this cardboard paper will act as screen. Keep the lighted candle on the table at a distance about 50 centimeters from the mirror. Okay. Try to obtain the image of the candle on the screen. For this, move the screen till the sharp image of the flame is obtained. You have to move screen accordingly so that you will get the sharp image of this candle on that screen. Okay. Make sure screen does not outstrip the light. Okay. Make sure that screen will not outstrip the light from the candle falling in the mirror. Is this image of real or virtual? Because you are getting the image, it is real image. Okay. Now move the candle towards the mirror and place it on a different distance. Now you have to adjust the distance and now you have to observe whether you are getting image or not. In each case, try to obtain image on the screen. Record your observation. Is it possible to obtain image on the screen when the candle is too close to the mirror? We will see that image formed by concave mirror can be smaller or larger depending upon the distance between the mirror and the object. Okay, this may be real or virtual image. Okay, concave mirror are used for many purposes. Okay, you might have seen doctor using concave mirror for examining eyes, ear, nose and throat. ENT doctors always use this kind of mirror to get the enlarged view of what is inside your eyes, nose, throat or mouth. Okay. Concave mirror used by dentists also to get the enlarged version of teeth. So this is the property of concave mirror, that it gives enlarged view, okay, of the object. Reflectors of the torches, headlight of the car, scooter, all having concave mirror to get the enlarged view, enlarged image. Buju observed his image in the shiny surface of a bell on a new bicycle. He found that his image was erect and smaller in size. He wondered if the bell is also kind of a spherical mirror. Yes, it is kind of spherical mirror only. Okay. Now let us perform activity 15.8. You have to repeat this activity 15.7, which we have discussed just now with the help of a convex mirror this time. Okay. Record your observation. Could you get a real image at any distance of the object from the convex mirror also? Okay. You have to observe it. Did you get image larger in size than of object? Can you now recognize the mirrors used as a side mirror in the scooters? Which kind of mirror we are using? These are always convex mirror. The mirror which we are using as our rear view mirror in our vehicles are always convex mirror. They will form the image of the large area. Okay, they will give the smaller image so that it will cover the large area. Okay, that's why all those places uses convex mirror. So property of concave mirror is it always give enlarged version of the object. Convex mirror will cover the large area and it will give smaller image. Okay, convex mirror can form images of objects spread over a large area. So this help drivers to see the traffic behind them. Okay. So our mirror part is over. Now next part of this chapter is lenses. We are going to study about lenses in this part. Okay. Again, we are going to study about two main type of lenses: concave lens and convex lens. Don't get confused with concave mirror, convex lens, or concave mirror, concave lens, convex mirror, convex lens. Okay, these are entirely different things, you have to make a picture in your mind so that all things will be clear to you. Okay. Okay, so what is the difference between mirror and the lenses? Mirror is having one shiny surface and other reflecting surface, but in the case of lens, both surfaces are reflecting only. Okay. Now lenses are widely used in spectacles, telescope, microscope, magnifying glasses, etc. Okay. Now touch and try to feel them. Can you find out what kind of lens is it by just looking at them? Yes, you can, because they are entirely different from each other. This is your convex lens and this is your concave. Sorry, this I think this image is not correct. Your concave lens, convex lens is having pointed edges and in the middle it is thicker. Okay. This is not correct image. Let me try to find it out. Yes, this is image of your convex lens and this is image of your concave lens. Convex lens is pointed at the edges and it is thicker at the middle. But in case of concave mirror, it is pointed at the middle. It is thinner at the middle, but it is thicker at the edges. This is the difference between concave and convex mirror. That's why your convex mirror is also known as converging mirror. Concave mirror is also known as diverging mirror. So why? What is happening here? When light is focusing on this lens, what will happen? Sorry, I thought this is converging lens. This is converging. Diverging lens. Okay, converging lens, diverging lens. So what is happening when light rays fall on this convex mirror? Convex lens. What will happen? It will focus all the light rays on one point. Such kind of lens is known as converging lens. What will happen in case of concave lens? It will scatter the light away. Such kind of lens is known as diverging lens. Okay. Now, we have seen that concave lens. Yeah. Let us perform some activities. Activity 15.10. Take one convex lens and fix on a stand as you did with the help of concave mirror also in the previous activity. Place it on a table. Place the lighted candle at a distance of about 50 cm from the lens. Try to obtain the image. What will happen in this case? Okay, let us see. On the paper placed on the other side of the lens, you may have to move the screen towards or away from the lens to get the sharp image. What kind of image you will get? Real or virtual? Now vary the distance of the candle from the lens. Try to obtain image of the candle flame each time by varying the distance. Okay, record your observation and do the same activity with concave. Do the same activity as you did with concave mirror. Okay. So what will happen? Virtual image is formed by the convex mirror. Convex mirror will form virtual image. And in the same way, concave mirror will also form the virtual image only. Okay. So did you get in any position of the object and image which was erect and magnified? Could this image be obtained on a screen? This image is real or virtual. This is how a convex mirror is uses magnifying glasses, because it will give enlarged view of object. That's why we use this convex lens as magnifying glasses, because what will happen in case of magnifying glasses, it will give enlarged view of the object, and same thing is happening with your convex lens. In the similar fashion, study the images formed by concave lens also. It will give smaller image. Okay, you will find image formed by convex lens is always virtual. Sorry. Yeah, concave lens will always give virtual, erect and smaller image. Okay. What kind of image will get from concave lens? Concave lens will give virtual, erect and smaller images. But in the case of convex lens, it will give enlarged image. Okay. So last part of this chapter is sunlight. The sunlight which you see, the white light, is actually composed of 7 components which we are going to study now. Okay. The rainbow which you see is also example of same thing. So for this activity, you need a prism. Okay, you have to pass one white light to the prism on one side. On the other side, you will get the 7 colors. Okay, you have to that study the 7 color according to the pattern. For that you should learn the word Vibgyor. V for violet, I for indigo, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow, O for orange, R for red. Okay, the white line gets separated into 7 components of the color according to the sequence only. This process is known as dispersion of light. Same thing happens when the rainbow foam, the small droplet of the water which is present in the atmosphere, act as a small prism and it will split the light into 7 colors. Okay, the 7th color of the light is known as spectrum of light and the process is known as dispersion of light. Okay, this was first observed by Isaac Newton only with a device which is known as this kind of device. Okay, he painted the entire he cut down one circular shape from the cardboard. Okay, circular disc from the cardboard. Then he painted the entire the circular disc into 7 equal parts with the same color which we have discussed just now. And when he rotates this thing with the help of his hand, he will get a whitish appearance. All the color merges with each other. So he discovered that when we mix all these 7 colors together, it will give white color. So same thing happened with light also. When we mix entire 7 lights in a proper composition, we will get white light. Okay. Now this chapter is basically over. Let us complete our NCERT part also. Image that cannot obtain on a screen is virtual image formed by concave mirror. Concave dash is always virtual and smaller in convex dash is always virtual and smaller in size. Mirror. Okay. Now image formed by dash mirror is always of same size plane mirror. Image which can be obtained on a screen is known as real image. Image formed by concave dash cannot be obtained on a screen. Lens. Okay. Now, true or false? We can obtain enlarged and erect image by a convex mirror. Now you have to study all that properties of the mirror and the lens by yourself, and you have to tell enlarged and erect image is formed by convex mirror or not. You have to tell it by yourself. Okay, the answer is incorrect. Concave lens always form virtual image. We can obtain real and large and inverted image by concave mirror. You have to write, students, do one thing. You have to write concave mirror, convex mirror, concave lens, convex lenses. You have to write what kind of image is formed by all this kind of mirrors and images. Plus plane mirror also. I have provided notes also. You can make the chart and you can complete it by yourself. I want you to try all the exercise by yourself. Okay. So these are very easy. True or false, you can do it by yourself. Now match the following: plane mirror, convex lens, concave mirror, concave lens. Okay. So plane mirror will form always image erect and of same size as of object. Convex mirror. Okay, so first thing is convex lens is used as magnifying glasses. Okay, now can form image of objects spread over a large area, as we have discussed by the concave lens. Concave lens will get the image of the large area. Okay, image is always inverted and magnified. Your concave mirror. Okay, image is erect and smaller in size of that object. Only one remaining, your concave lens. Okay. Next is write the characteristic of the image formed by plane mirror. You have to write all the characteristics. Okay. Find out the letter of the English. You have to find out the letter which show the lateral inversion. Okay. Or which do not show the lateral inversion. What is a virtual image? Image that cannot be obtained on a screen. Given situation when image is forming, you can write down when you are seeing yourself in a plane mirror, that is nothing but a virtual image. State two difference between concave and convex lens. Do it by yourself. We have discussed this thing. We have discussed all the differences. You can do it by yourself. You can mention the difference in their physical form also. Okay. You can touch them and you can know that this is concave lens, this is convex lens. Okay. Give one use of each concave and convex mirror. All things are mentioned. I have mentioned 2 to 5 uses. You can write down any one use of each. Which type of mirror can form a real image? Again, by writing down the properties, you can write down which kind of mirror form the real image. Okay, plain mirror never form the real image, so you have the idea what kind of mirror form the real image. Which type of lens form always virtual image? This also you can do this all this question. You have to try all this question because then only you will revise the properties of lenses and mirror. Okay, so this chapter is basically over. We will discuss everything again in our Zoom classes. Thank you, students.